We are here at Secret World Wildlife Rescue. Now, I've been living in Somerset for 12 years and I know absolutely nothing about this place, but I walk around with my head in the sand. But we have two lovely ladies with us here today, and we have...
I'm Katie.
Katie and...
Emma.
And what do you both do?
We are the wildlife supervisors here, so we oversee the wildlife care here and the team in rescuing the wildlife.
Okay, and we are gonna get a tour, so let's do it.
Off we go.
Game on. All right. So do I have to, so this is like cleaning your feet, right?
It is indeed, yes.
All right,
It just
so-
protects
okay.
everybody from avian flu.
All right, so I've got my feet clean. We're gonna head on. All right, fine. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Hello. I'm on. Do you mind being on camera or no? You mind? Okay. So we're just walking around.
Hello,
Hello. and your name is?
my name's Steph and I work on reception at Secret World.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Great. Lovely to meet you, Steph.
She's at the end of the phone when people ring in with a distressed animal.
Right. So when it's 2 a.m., what happens at 2 a.m.?
Well, I won't be here, thank you.
Right. Okay.
In bed at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get a telephone call at home, because I also do response driving where I go out and rescue
Okay.
the animals, so
Okay.
that is possible.
All right. Excellent. All right. Brilliant. Thank you. All right. Excellent. All right. So.
Right, we're going to
Here
go
we
into
go.
the hospital.
All right. Hello. Oh, he's walking in the opposite direction. Do you want to be on camera?
Yeah, I don't mind.
You don't mind? Hello. Okay. So, what's your name, please?
My name is Ryan.
Ryan, what do you do, Ryan?
I'm doing volunteering here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. We're just walking around,
Okay.
having a chat, having a giggle. That's all we're doing. Just trying to learn. I'm trying to learn because I have no clue. All right. So we have to put our face mask on now.
Yes.
We're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So. Right. Is it okay? Can we look at those again or no? Is it the bats or is it too late to do that?
We're going to
They're
show
away.
you the barn owlets.
Okay, the barn animals.
So these are
Okay.
pretty cute.
All right, okay. Barn. Okay.
So he's in the middle of eating his dinner, so he might be a bit gross.
Right. Wow, look at this.
Yeah, so they came to us when they were really small,
Yeah.
and we were having to hand feed them. But now
Yeah.
they're a bit bigger, they're starting to do it all by themselves, which is really great. And you can see they're starting to get their typical barn owl look on their face as well.
Yeah.
When they're tiny, they're basically just all fluff.
Okay. Okay.
And then as they grow, they start getting their feathers in. So
All right.
they're definitely growing up a lot more now, which is good.
Okay.
I'm just going to pass them their food.
So what's the whole thing again? So, remember, I'm from London. I don't know much. So I thought owls are nocturnal.
Yeah, so they normally they will be nocturnal, but
Right.
as they're babies,
Yeah.
they're just hungry all the time, basically.
So they-
So their body doesn't care what time of day it is. They're hungry, so they need food. So mum and dad would still be feeding them
Yeah.
throughout the day,
Okay.
which obviously naturally wouldn't normally happen with their behaviour.
Right.
So in the winter, they're all nocturnal because they don't have any babies that they need to care for.
Yeah.
But as they've got the babies, they obviously need food to grow, and they're
Yes.
always hungry. So
Yes.
it kind of the nocturnal side of things kind of goes out the window a little bit in the summer.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. But they'll settle into a.
They settle in once
Right.
they get a bit older.
Okay.
We'll notice a change as well.
Yeah.
We'll notice when they're a bit bigger that they'll start to eat less during the day and start eating more at night. So it all comes naturally to them.
Okay.
It all just kind of it's like an instinct. So eventually they'll just put themselves as nocturnal, and then that'll be it. So at least we
Okay.
don't have to teach them that, which is good.
These guys came in because their mum unfortunately passed away.
Right. Okay.
And one of their siblings unfortunately perished.
Right.
But the Hawk and Owl Trust, which are local to here, were able to contact us and we've been able to help them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Wow.
So we'll do a little quick tour through the
Yeah,
hospital,
okay.
and then we'll go and have a look outside.
Okay. Right. So here we go. We're continuing doing our walk through the.
This is our hospital corridor.
Okay. Okay.
So each of the rooms are split into different names. So all of our little mammals go in this room here.
All right.
So you might have your hedgehogs in there, rabbits.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We can't go into the rooms because there's some of them are sick animals. So,
Okay.
but we can have a look through the window.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The recovery room is where you've got your animals that are, as it says, recovering.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay.
So they kind of get into the point where they might go outside.
Yeah.
We've got our bird room here, so basically this is just filled with loads of baby birds.
Yeah.
So you've got your typical garden birds, pigeons, your house martins as well in here. In the winter, this is probably one of the only rooms that would have birds in it, but just now we've just got birds in almost every room because we're in our baby bird season right now in the summer. So we keep us very busy. So there'll be babies that are getting fed every hour throughout the day in here. So they're very time consuming with the hand rearing we do.
You might be able to hear them.
Yeah, the starlings definitely.
Okay.
You can hear them calling for their food.
If you don't want to be on the camera. There's a camera. We're just going to show you the sound.
And you see Mike. Are you okay being on camera?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, not on this side of the camera.
All right. Okay, we're just having a quick look at you. What's your name, please?
Hello, Millie.
Lily? What do you do, Lily?
I'm a vet student.
You're a veterinarian?
Student.
Vet student. All right. Okay.
So we quite often have vet students that come and do their voluntary placements here, which is great for us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All
So yeah,
right.
you've got a lot of incubators in here.
So,
These are all the babies on their hourly feeds.
so what happens at 2 a.m.?
They're all asleep at that point, like we generally are.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Right. So, all right.
Unless
Okay.
we have an emergency.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So we also have a badger room, but this is where we put our cubs in
Okay.
when they come in. We don't have any at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
And then we have a little isolation unit,
Mhm.
and this is where our birds come in. We can't go in there because of the
Isolation. Okay.
But this is where they go just for the first period of care until they
Okay.
can be moved on.
Okay. Another out.
Another foot bath for you.
And then, so the whole thing about cleaning my feet now again is, so we've been in there.
Yeah.
So we've been in there with so even though they obviously don't have avian flu,
Right.
they can have so many other diseases. Even if it's not
Right.
the birds, it could be the hedgehogs,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
salmonella. So
Okay.
this way, we're also protecting the wildlife inside.
Right.
So we're not taking anything in, we're also not bringing anything out
Gotcha.
at the same time as well.
Okay.
So
All
yeah.
right. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. All right. Hello. All right. Wow.
We've got people. We've got lots of dedicated people, and one of our most treasured volunteers are laundry ladies
Absolutely.
and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
An
Absolutely.
insane amount of laundry here.
Yeah. And I will put in the description. I'll put all your details, and anyone that wants to donate to the. Absolutely. So here we are now, and
So this is the front of our Bluebell barn,
right.
and this is where we do our weddings in the barn.
Mhm. That.
We're still upgrading areas of it.
Yeah.
You'll quite often catch Pauline weaving the willow back together.
Right. Okay.
It does have a mind of its own.
Yeah. This
We
is
also
just.
use it for our education as well. So George, our education officer, will have like schools here and have them doing activities to teach them about the wildlife.
Okay.
You'll also have them building like bird houses as well. So it's a great place for us to do lots of different educational things with the children too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
believe it or not, back in its day,
Yeah.
we used to have hedgehogs in there
Did you?
before we had it all
Before you-
renovated.
Wow.
journey, this building.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. Absolutely lovely. And I think Jackie was saying that you do wedding functions in there as well now, do you?
We do
You
indeed,
do?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got lots of weddings.
Right.
And to be honest, it's one of our good fundraisers to bring money in to
Right.
contribute towards the wildlife. So, and our staff put a hell of a lot of effort into it.
And then there was a lady I met in there that said that there was a function that's coming up soon, a Saturday function, some kind of...
Oh, our garden party.
Yes, if you want to just
that'll
talk
be a good
about,
one.
want to talk about that?
Yeah, so it's a great opportunity for people to come and just have a nice time, basically.
Okay.
There's going to be like a band as well.
Right.
And obviously, weather being nice, hopefully they'll have all these sitting areas.
Yeah.
It's just a nice way for people to kind of come help Secret World and also just kind of celebrate as well.
Absolutely.
So it's nice for us to try and have time where we can really look back and see what we're actually doing.
And connect with the local people as well.
And this is when, please?
I think it's
It's-
at the end of this month.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. You said it was a
It's
Saturday, something like that.
It's a Saturday at the end of this month. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So, okay, once again, I'll drop...
You might catch us dancing.
Wow, there we go. Well, after we start our dance class, you'll be all ready for that now, won't you?
That's right.
Absolutely. We'll do a, yeah. And this is where they're going to be having the garden party.
That's right.
Right out in
Back
there.
of the Bluebell
Okay,
barn, yeah.
right. Excellent.
And that's they use that marquee as well as part of the wedding, so they'll have access to all of this.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
we've got quite a nice area that they can have
yeah.
for the function, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely lovely. Wow. So how long have you both been working here now? You said
I've been here 16 years.
16 years.
I've been here probably about a year and a half now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
not as long as Katie,
But
but
you've done just as much.
yeah,
but
I've been
everywhere else.
Yeah, I was doing wildlife rehab in Scotland.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
You wouldn't have thought that.
Right, oh, look at this.
So yeah, it goes all the way up here where we've got basically where aviaries come. So the animals
Yeah.
that come up here are the ones that are closer to release. So
Yeah,
it's basically the main thing up here is getting their fitness up,
okay.
making sure they're strong enough to be released, that they can, for birds, they can maintain their flight,
Yes.
and they're eating on their own to the point where they can maintain their own weight.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We've also got pens away up there that will put our fox cubs and badger cubs.
Right.
Again, it's for them to show us that they're ready for release again.
Yeah.
So
That's why it's all scrubland.
yeah, we're trying to make it
Okay,
as wild
as
possible.
much as
and
would it
it's
be?
pretty much hands off as well. They don't see us. They
Yes.
only see us once a day when we're putting their food in, basically.
Yes.
And otherwise, they're completely wild, kind of fending for themselves a little bit.
Okay.
It gives us an idea that when they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a loop round.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Wow.
It's nice. We've got such a vast area here that we can.
So,
for
so
our animals.
how further back is this? Oh, we're at the back now.
So yes, you right at the end of these pens. That's us
That's
at the back.
that's your
Yeah.
that's your borderline there.
It is, yeah.
Right. Okay. And then we just loop back around again. Wow.
So we've got lots of plans for this area here,
Okay.
which obviously we can't currently go into because they're
No.
all being decided. But
Yeah.
the hope will be that at some point in the future we'll be able to help more water birds.
Okay.
But currently, because of avian flu, we don't have those facilities to do that at the moment.
Mhm, mhm.
But a lot of this land, hopefully, we're going to work on to get the birds back in.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
You can see some
Absolutely.
of our pigeons in that aviary there.
Wow.
They're just building up their flight and their strength.
Wow.
They're going to be probably one of the next ones to be released, hopefully.
So they were injured or something, or
Yeah, or orphaned, or just found by themselves.
Right.
Quite a mixture.
Right.
We tend to always have some pigeons in our care because they're just
yeah,
they're everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, we also love our pigeons here.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
perches.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Just
They look so happy.
They do. So you can kind of see where it goes right up to the back there, where those trees
for
are.
those streets. That's
where we
your
end.
that's you
Yeah,
where you end there,
basically, yeah.
and then back to the where
And
we
then-
are. That's
yeah,
that
so
that
there's
borderline
that
there.
down that way.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's a good space that we've got here.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, when I was in the when I was in the reception area, I was just reading on the sign. There was something on the wall, and it was saying about what to feed badgers and what not to feed.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I asked the lady at the front, and I said, well, what don't you feed them? She said, you can't feed them, was it milk or something?
Yeah.
Right, and
It's a common misconception with the public.
yeah,
Particularly with hedgehogs,
yes,
to give them milk, and actually it's really bad for them. They're lactose intolerant.
okay,
And the general rule of thumb with all wildlife in need is not to give it anything,
right,
and just contact a rescue as soon as possible.
okay,
We might advise somebody to put a very shallow dish of water in
right,
with them,
yeah,
but it all depends on the casualty.
okay, excellent. And how, in general, how do you fundraise? Are there any certain ways that you go about fundraising? What do you do?
Just a mixture of everything, really.
Right.
People that bring us patients will sometimes give us donations, which is great.
Yeah.
Donations from the general public is our major
Yeah,
fundraising, so we don't get any government help or anything like that.
right, okay,
We've got a lovely fundraiser called Peter, and he does his absolute best with things like legacies and grants.
yes,
But the biggest thing really is the local public
okay,
or general public just donating towards the work
all
we
right.
do.
So here we go,
Which we
public.
appreciate, thank you.
Here we go, public. Honestly, let's get on it. Let's leave some donations. Honestly, please do. Links will be in the description for how you can donate. For me, just personally, it's been a huge eye opener because Jackie, I don't even know this place exists. Am I the only person?
You're
Now,
not
really?
the only person. We have a lot of people that come to us and say, I didn't actually know you existed until they looked us up for when they find injured wildlife.
Yeah.
They don't know we're here until they Google to look where to take them, and then we come up.
All right.
So there is a lot of people out there that don't know we're here, especially some local people still don't know we're here as well.
Right, right.
It's nice as well for you to see what the staff do behind the
Yes.
scenes, and you can see it can be a little bit chaotic at times.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I must admit, one of the reasons I love working here is you will not meet a more dedicated bunch of people.
Right.
So you're all very special.
And how many people here in total with volunteers, everything like that? How many would you say ish?
It's tricky because we have about 250 to 300 volunteers. But
Really?
they're not necessarily on site.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got charity shops as well. So
Yes.
There are obviously got volunteers there too.
Okay.
So we have a lot of people that give their time to us in different ways, whether it's with the animals
Yes.
or like doing events with us or in our shops as well.
Mhm.
And we have drivers.
Yeah.
So if anybody would love to be a driver, particularly in Bristol, get in
Really?
contact.
Okay.
We'd love that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So then, so you have a van in Bristol, or they have to go from here to Bristol? How would that?
No, so we only have one rescue ambulance.
Right.
Bless him, he's hanging on. He's doing well. We do have volunteers that will come and sit on site,
Yeah.
and they will respond to animals as we send them out.
Yeah.
That they tend to do a morning and then an afternoon, don't they? And as you can imagine, if they've driven down to Yeovil to pick up a fox,
Yeah.
and then we have a fox up in Bristol, it's very difficult for that volunteer to then get from Yeovil to Bristol.
Yeah, we cover such a large area.
Yeah.
So some days it can be really hard for us to get to everything, especially when
Right.
it's in such opposite areas as well.
We do have volunteers that are like at home with their own vehicles.
Yeah.
But that entirely depends on if they're available or not.
So then, volunteers would need to have some kind of like me now. I know zero, so I couldn't be a volunteer.
We provide all training.
Yeah.
So someone
Right.
can come to us with no experience at all, and we will provide all that training for them. So
Wow.
basically, everyone starts off as what we call level 1.
Yeah.
And that's where you can just go. You'll go pick up a boxed animal, so you don't actually have to handle the animal.
Okay.
And then as time goes on, we'll start training them on how best to handle a hedgehog,
Right.
then a bird, and then kind of work our way up. And obviously, if they then want experience working with like foxes or deer, we'll then provide that experience as well. So we'll always
Right.
provide experience, and we'll always provide the equipment they need as well. So
Okay.
any PPE they might need or any cages, we'll give that to them as well.
Okay.
And
All
it's a
right.
big help for us as well having them.
Yes. Absolutely.
We can't like in the winter, our staff can go off site,
Yeah.
but right now, because we've got so many little mouths to feed,
Mhm.
we just can't afford to go off. So having the volunteers all over
Yeah.
is a big help for us, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We could always do with more.
All right, absolutely. Okay, okay. Brilliant, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Wow. This has been truly amazing. Ladies, honestly, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for coming to visit us.
No, thank you. You've opened my eyes, and hopefully will open the eyes of a few more people. We'll get some donations in, and we can help you along your journey.
Yeah.
Our journey, really.
Definitely.
No, thank you all so very much. Thank you both for your time. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. Okay? All right, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
thank you. Secret World. Absolutely, thank you so much, Jackie and her wonderful team, for showing me around and opening my eyes to what goes on here. Please, I'm going to leave the details in the description if you'd like to contribute or you'd like to volunteer. Please do. Absolutely brilliant organisation, and yeah, let's come out and let's do what we can do to help them along their journey. I'll see you in a minute.